Hey everybody, I got a question on how can I improve my kicks? So let me help you guys out with that. There's a couple tips and tricks that I use to improve my kicks and countless of other students' kicks. All right, so I have my trusty Century Wave Master bag here, and I'm going to be using this a lot for the kicking drills. And I put it where the letters are out because this is going to be the very first thing I want you guys to focus on, is where I'm kicking. All of my students in the beginning, I ask them to kick at least as high as the belt. So right here for me would be this N. Anywhere at this N is good. Below that would be leg or groin kicking, and that's fine once you get a little bit more into the world of kickboxing and Muay Thai and stuff like that. For our TFC Jiu-Jitsu program, I don't want them kicking low like that until they have a little bit more control, so I ask them to kick a little bit higher as it's a little bit more work for the student, as well as it helps the other student with their defenses to the body. So, working that first. So the first thing I'm going to do to improve my kicking is I'm going to just practice side leg lifts. Now this is always going to be after you've warmed up, so you should have done maybe like a 3-minute shadow boxing round where you're practicing all of your techniques, and maybe you're throwing some easy kicks, some lazy kicks, maybe even just swinging your leg. One of the drills I got from Coach Icy Mike is I actually liked it a lot. It's a little bit different than the leg lift that I was taught in Tae Kwon Do and karate. Is he wanted us to pull our toes back and just straight leg it and not try to get as high as you can, but try to focus on keeping your toes back the whole time. And then it was a good stretch for the back of the calf and the back of the ham. So just like that. And I would recommend doing at least 10 of each one of those. Okay, 10 leg lifts forward. And then if I turn sideways, we're going to do, again, 10 leg lifts onto the side. But again, I'm pulling my toes back the whole time. And that's going to be the start of our flexibility. I'm going to use this Century bag as a gauge or a guide to see where I'm at. So if in the beginning I'm leg lifting and I'm only getting as high as the C, I know, hey, I got to do a little bit more stretching. And a fun one you can do, and let's just go low. So let's say I put it here, is you just kind of walk out the secondary leg, and you're going to feel the stretch. And this isn't helpful because this bag is sliding right now, but you get the idea that it's giving me a little bit of a stretch, okay? And then what I do is I just practice, hey, I got to the E. And I got to the Y. So I'm practicing going up. But at the same time, I don't want you to go like this, and lean way over to do that, okay? Because now you're sacrificing structure and flexibility and everything, or stretch that. Now you're sacrificing structure for flexibility, and we don't want to necessarily put our face down here to kick high, because now my face is where their feet can kick me in the face. So we don't want to do that exactly. So that's my first thing, and of course, I would do the same thing going front ways, okay? Just practicing getting that foot up there, all right? Now, the next thing you're going to do, and it's going to be based on if you're training more of a Muay Thai, American kickboxing, karate, taekwondo, whatever, is going to be the chamber or the position of your initial kick. So, am I going to kick off the rear leg? Am I going to kick off the lead leg? Am I allowed to chamber and hold, or am I trying to power through and push off? And ultimately, you have to decide that. I can't do that for you. You got to kind of pick your thing. I recommend trying them both. I would say practice getting used to balancing and throwing maybe 2 or 3 kicks in the air, and then, so you might just be like, whap, 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 ha. And then later on, you're going to be like kicking, and you go all the way through where it doesn't have the same thing. Again, a nice little trick I got from Coach Icy Mike is practicing your kicks without hitting a heavy bag or without hitting a target. Practice throwing some of your kicks in the air, because it's a different set of muscles that are firing and controlling all your body parts. We're really used to kicking something and pushing off, but can we kick and then pull back? Or can we kick and control it to where we don't hurt ourselves? So that's going to be your second little tip, okay, is air kicking instead of power kicking. Stretching is your first tip, air kicking is your second tip. Now, let's talk about actually improving our kicks. I'm going to use one of my favorite kicks, the hook kick, for today's video. I think it's a fun kick. I think it's a kick that catches people off guard. Not everybody's got 100,000 videos on it. I know Coach Icy Mike has a bunch of videos on the front kick. Sensei Seth has a bunch of videos on the side kick. I want to talk about the hook kick, okay? I'm coming for you guys, hook kicking it all day long. Okay, so the side kick, of course, is here, okay? The front kick is there. They're both going straight into the target. I think everybody in the world knows a round kick, and that's coming to the side. I want to go to the opposite side. I want to hook my foot in, so I'm going to take the side kick, put it out here, and then hook it in, okay? So it goes just like so. And that's my thing right there. That was a low one. That's a little bit higher. Finding your range, finding your timing is going to be through practice and repetition. You might realize I'm too close or I'm too far. Again, you got to feel that out. A great way for me to do that is I put my fingertips on the bag, just like this. My fingertips are touching. Because of that, when I throw, I know if I flex my toes back, my heel will probably miss. And if I extend my toes or the ball of my foot will hit the target. And again, based on this, the type of target you're kicking will dictate which way I do that. If I'm going to break a board, I pull my toes back and I make my heel hit that like a little ball peen hammer. But if I just want to score a point, maybe I flex my toes just so I can, hey, I got a little bit more surface area to score that point in a competition. Okay? So using the hook kick as my example, I just practice leaning a little bit. I'm keeping my hands up. I'm throwing the kick out there, facing the camera. Lean, hook, and put it back down. Lean a little bit so my weight is now shifted to this rear leg. Bring my leg up, hook it in, put it back down. You can chamber here. Sensei Bill Wallace taught us that a long time ago. You could just bring it up and then whop it out. I found that to be a little bit more difficult. He does it with amazing grace and speed, and you should check him out if you want to see more on that, because it was awesome. But the idea is I'm just here, I lean back, my leg is up, I hook, and I put it back down. My leg is up, I hook, and I put it back down. Now here's the one thing I don't want you guys to do. I don't want you to hook kick on the rear leg across the body. I think it takes way too long, and it's going to be like, and that's not something I think you should try to do. Look how long this is taking. It's not worth it. Something small and subtle when you're doing your kicking is to make sure the base foot rotates. I do not want my knee to torque. So what I actually do is I rotate my foot out a little bit. So if you watch my foot, even when I'm firing off the rear leg, which I don't want you to do, I rotate it. If I'm already here, that foot's already planted, and it's already sideways. I am not going to throw any of my kicks, even a round kick. I don't throw them with that leg staying put. You're going to tear your knee up. Point your toes out, round kick. Point your toes out, and then round kick. Well, there you guys have it. A couple tips and tricks on how you can improve your kicking. I use the hook kick as my example. Remember to stretch slowly, get yourself used to getting your leg up there, and then practice your chambering. Kicking in the air and also kicking on a target is going to help you out. Make sure you're balancing that. Maybe you shadow box and kick in the air 50% of the time. The other 50% of the time you're hitting a target, so you're used to all the different muscles. Also, it's nice because you're used to when you miss. And if they step back or if they, hollow out or something, you're going to be ready to counter. And then finally, practicing the actual position of the chambering and where you're going to fire your kick from. Those things should help you guys with your kicking skills, making it a little bit faster, making it a little bit easier, maybe getting you a little bit higher. And there you go. Well, awesome. You made it to the end of the video. Guess what I'm going to ask for you? I'm going to ask if you will do me a favor, if you will hit that like button, as it really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. Smash that subscribe button. Again, that helps us out as a channel. And also it means that you're liking what we see. If you hit that like button, I know what to make more videos of. If you hit that subscribe button, I know you're liking the content you see and you're like looking at my ugly mug. And then last but not least, hit that bell icon, a ding ding, so you know when the next video is coming out. From all of us here at Martial Arts Limited, you guys stay safe, keep training, keep your hands up, keep your kicks up, and I'm out.